Welcome to Slamfire. Today, we're talking about the GMG, or Global Military Gear, QR1 rail system for the AR-15 rifle. Now what we're going to do is not only talk about the rail system itself, but also I'll show you how to install it on an AR-15 rifle like this one here. Now this is what we're talking about today. This is the GM-QR1 rail system made by GMG, or Global Military Gear. It's a two-piece aluminum carbine length rail system that's held together by 4 little Allen screws like this. All of it's provided. Now I've had this for a long time now. I've installed it on my AR several times. It's very easy, no gunsmithing required. There are a couple tools that you may need, but nothing super expensive, so let's get right into it. First off, always want to make sure that your rifle is clear, so we're going to take out the mag, set that to the side, then lock our bolt to the rear, and you're good to go. Check the chamber. Now first thing, gonna go over the weapon a little bit. Here you have the delta ring. This is going to come into play. Now I'm working with my Stag Arms Model 1 with its factory handguard. This is a plastic handguard, and we're going to take that off to replace it with the rail system. Now in order to do this, I recommend setting the rifle up on its buttstock like this, and then making sure that the rifle is clear, no mag. Take something called a delta ring wrench to pull down the delta ring. Now why you need this is because there's tension on the delta ring that's keeping the handguard in place. And in order to remove them, we need to push down on the delta ring. So we're going to use this tool. This is an AIM Sport delta ring wrench, only about $8 on Amazon. Very easy to use. So what you do is you slip it on like this, just above the delta ring, and you notice there's a hook. With the hook down, put the hook into the mag well so it's nice and secure. Then grab on one side, squeeze the two ends together, and push directly down. Now while pushing down, this allows you to have your other hand free. Grab the bottom of the handguard and just swing it out, and it should just easily come out. And then do the same to the other one. Just that easy. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. I really don't want to spend money on a tool that I may only use once just to install a rail system. That's completely understandable, but like I said, this thing is only $8. I wouldn't pay more than that because, I mean, it's a simple tool. It only does a really simple job. But if you honestly are never going to use it again, even though I'd recommend it, you can do this very cheaply with a friend's help. Just have a friend push down on the delta ring while you remove the handguard. I've tried to do it by myself. I've only succeeded a couple times out of the many times I've tried it. So I really do recommend either having the tool or having someone to help you. But okay, so now you can see your barrel and gas tube exposed. Next step is actually installing the system. Now you'll notice there are these two pieces. One of them is larger than the other. You have the bottom piece, which is the piece that only has 1 rail on it, and then you have the top piece that has 3 rails. Now when installing these, take note of the fact that on one end it's just kind of flat and cuts off there. Then on the other end you have this little lip. That lip piece goes down towards the delta ring. So let's install the top piece first. That's the part with 3 rails on it. So what you want to do is look on the inside there. You can see a trench all the way through the handguard, or the rail system. Now with this lip part going down to the delta ring, just slip that in there. You will notice a whole bunch of notches all the way around the delta ring. Just make sure that it lines up with that little trench matching up with your gas tube. And also, if you have a whole bunch of sling mounts, make sure you're pulling those up and out of the way. But it should just set in there, just push down and in, and it should just hold in there. It doesn't click or snap or anything like that, it just sets in there. And now it's kind of locked in there. That's good enough for now until we need to put in our screws. Then take the next one, do the same, line it up. Now if you're having issues and it doesn't just go in that easily, it may be a little crooked. And that's why I recommend doing the top piece first, because with the gas tube there's only one way that it'll go in. The bottom way, there are several different ways it can go in, and not all of them are straight. There's only one way that you put it in that'll line up with the rifle be flush and straight parallel to the rifle. So you might have to kind of play with it, work it a little bit, but once you get it in, it should be good. I like just to hold my hand against it just to make sure. Next step is the little Allen screws. I say just set each one in there, take your little Allen wrench, and just start going to town on each one. Don't screw it in all the way, just get it started, then move on to the next one, get that one started, and then keep doing that. And why I recommend this is that way you get them started to hold the rail system together, just so it won't come apart on you. And I don't recommend tightening one side down at first. I say go around in each one individually, tighten it down a little by little. That way you can make sure that it's not tightened all the way down on one side and a little bit crooked. You know, you can make sure it's nice and evenly dispersed throughout. And if you do want to put some Loctite on the screws, feel free to go for it. I've fired I'd say around 5,000 rounds through this rifle, including at least 50 rounds of 37mm grenade launcher rounds out of the launcher that I mount to my rifle. And I've only had to tighten this bad boy down 2 or 3 times, so it's pretty sturdy. You don't need Loctite, and if you're going to be switching out the rail system a lot, just because you like the standard handguard or for whatever reason, for maintenance or cleaning, then I would recommend not putting Loctite on there, just because it'll make it harder to do that. But if you are going to just put it on there and leave it there, then go for it. Still, I'd recommend not using too much. So just hand tighten it. You don't want to over tighten it because it is aluminum and you can strip the threads on the screws as well as damage the rail system itself. So there you go. And that's as simple as it is. Now I just want to point out, when installing the rail system, we didn't need to use the Delta ring wrench, but you will need it if you want to put the original handguard back on. If you don't, then you're fine. You can always sell it or give it to a friend for their birthday. They might ask you what it is, but that's okay. The rail system is installed, so now you can put anything on here that you want, whether it's a vert grip or a bipod, flashlight, tactical laser, even an optic, or a 37mm grenade launcher. So there you have it. Hope this review helped, and check out our other videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out our Facebook page, Slamfire Productions. See you guys next time. Shoot safe.